Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Stellaris Star Trek New Horizons. So, we're going to obviously continue trying to expand our borders, at least to a degree, because we kind of need some degree of territory to really be able to do anything, because ships are more expensive. Let's see, once you're done translating that alien mural, I would appreciate it if you could go over and survey that. I don't know what's over there, but it's something, and that's all that matters to me. Got our colony ship right now. Why is it not showing? Okay, not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing the circles. You know, the things to kind of give you an idea as to what the orbit would basically be for these things. A little weird, but okay, I'll live with it. Hopefully it's not because I changed my record button from F9 to F10, and somehow F10 is the hide that stuff button, which would be a little bit weird. There's no reason for F10 to hide that stuff, but if it is, oh well, we'll live. We're going to get photonic torpedoes in 6 months, which is great. We'll be upgrading, of course, our Enterprise class, again, technically NX class, starships. And, I mean, we'll upgrade our Emmet class patrol frigates, but for the most part, I think we're going to be focusing mostly on using the destroyers. Again, we'll have the Emmets in case we need to pump out some ships quickly, but for the most part we'll be running around with Enterprise class. There we go. Met the Andorians. I represent the Andorian Empire. Our elected leader, Empress, what is that? Vinethnel Thane believes in peace through strength, but do not be alarmed by our military spendings. We are impressed by your species and hope you will agree to a cultural exchange between our people. Let's see. We could learn much from each other, Andorians. Yes, I'm sure we could. Wow, you guys are actually pretty sizable. You see, I don't really want a defensive pact with you. I'll take the non-aggression pact. I don't think I'll move it to a defensive pact, though, specifically because the Romulans are right up here, and they're probably going to want to kill you, given the opportunity. So, yeah, you guys are on your own on that one. If you don't mind, though, can we have a research agreement? I got some energy credits that I don't mind sharing. You want at least 19 energy credits for 10 years. Can we go for a 20? What do you want for a 20 year? You want 34 energy credits. Instant transfer. No strings attached. I can live with that. That'll also help us out anyway. So there we go. We got that. I don't think that's really going to help any of our immediate research. Actually, yeah, no, I don't think it's actually helping xenobiology and antimatter weaponry. You know what? Sure, we can have that. Also, that reminds me, let's go here into species. Toggle. I want the galaxy. Andorians. You guys should be on the default, right? Decent living standards, residence, limited military service. Although, Andorians... Out of curiosity, what is this? Talented. We are still United Earth, so we're only going to allow Earth or human admirals and generals, but the Andorians would not necessarily make terrible leaders. So, it will be great. Yes, I do need to go and build this. I think I'm going to go and save up to get energy or minerals to build a spaceport around La Isabella. So 2 more months. That'll hopefully get us back under our naval capacity cap, which is kind of low. No Andorians. I do not wish to be in a coalition with you because I am currently trying to, preferably at least, not have to deal with the possible formation of the Federation much earlier than I want. And I've mentioned before, I do not want to have a defensive pact with you either, Andorian. Or Andorians. Or Andorian Empire. Just seems like it'd be a terrible idea for my health. Okay, come on. Tick over to the next month so we can get Biolab 2. We don't currently have any biolabs built anywhere, but we will eventually. Now this is actually where we get a bit of a decent question. So, there's actually a number of technologies here, but I can't see them all because sadly this window doesn't scroll and there's more here than there are things. Although I think it's mostly ethics. Or edicts, excuse me, not ethics. And it's actually a lot cheaper, though. Interstellar Trade Association is certainly not a bad technology because it's trade attractiveness plus 15%, which means in theory I can give less and get more for my trade deals. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to... Oh, the Science Council could actually be helpful as well. To a degree. Actually, do we have... We do have engineering. I think the game always prefers to use engineering consoles. So let's just go and snag you. I'm going to go ahead and get advanced tactical variants. There's no description. And here I'm going to go with planetary unification for the extra edicts, though I don't think I'll be using any of these edicts in the immediate future. Actually, yeah, no, you know what, we'll go with Science Console because some of these might actually be useful. Crew quarters, that could be useful. That way my ships can heal themselves. I don't know how that works exactly, but apparently it works. And I don't want the Bassard collectors because that's just going to make things more expensive. Let's go ahead and upgrade you guys. And let's go ahead and get the spaceport queued up around La Isabella. Oh, so I assume we still don't have any... Yep, still nothing but humans inside of our empire. Okay, finish this special project. So, Science Officer Hinata Hasagawa has managed to partially translate the alien mural discovered on Wolf 4242A. The text contains a staggering amount of data, and the mural evidently serves as some sort of low-tech library. It describes, in broad terms, the collected technological knowledge of an alien civilization that dominated this region of the galaxy some 80 million years ago. A lot of it is already known to us, but the data does contain several promising leads for technologies we had yet to consider. There is enough data here to keep our scientists busy for decades, but we will need an orbital research facility to continue the translation efforts. Okay, that makes Wolf 242A fairly useful. So that's nice to know, and yeah, you go ahead, you go down there. That is sadly within the Andorian Empire, though, not us. But hopefully, once you finish building your frontier outpost, which is going to take 20 years, you'll be ready. Also, that reminds me, there's a border control building that we can build on our space, or module that we can build on our spaceports that increases the border range of that space, or I guess of that system by, I think, 2% or something like that. That could also be helpful to hopefully get Wolf 424A, or well, just Wolf 424, the system within our empire, or whatever, within United Earth borders. Because I kind of want that. I mean, I mostly really want Wolf 359, because, oh my god, 10 minerals. That's helpful. I remember seeing something about somebody not... Oh, no, never mind, I'm remembering wrong. It was something saying there was a building unused. So you, my good friend... Actually, no, we're going to save the minerals. We need to upgrade this. That way you guys will hopefully be a little bit happier. Well, Mostly so you guys don't ever think of diverging on the ethics, though that's kind of unlikely, realistically speaking. You are slightly xenophobic. It's interesting. That's probably why you're part of the Internal Prosperity Association. I think they're effectively the xenophobic group. Okay, you didn't get anything over there. Then go to Groombridge 34. I think Epsilon Arendi. Yeah, Epsilon Arendi has a planet. Tropical and geothermal. Although they're pretty crappy planets, actually. God, I wish we had gone Altair. But oh well, we missed it. Oh, wait. Science ship. I didn't upgrade your lab. Let's go and upgrade your lab once you're done over there. There we go. We got that. Yes! Got that stuff back within our systems. I need money. So we'll do that. Sorry if that makes the Andorians a little bit upset. They're going to have to live with it, though. Okay. So our mandate is orbital research. So you go here. Build research lab. No. Forgot. I'm saving the money up, trying to upgrade this. Go over there. I'm gonna upgrade this to build a basic power plant. Yes, that spent a little bit of the resources that I said I was saving up for, but whatever. We'll live. I'm sure. Okay, I'm guessing there's no planets here that we can colonize. No, it's a bunch of planetoids and whatnot. Oh, some scientists leveled up. Specifically, scientists doing research back home. Yep, and he just got the logistic trait. So ship upkeep goes down, getting us some extra money. 1 more month. Go. You go ahead and save up now. Once you're done there, go there. That is within Vulcan High Command, so we cannot possibly research it. Or, well, we could survey it, but we're not going to be able to build anything there, even if there was something we could build there. I do really kind of want to go ahead and get Alpha Centauri 3. Oh yes. Betazine nitrate, or Bryson nitrate, excuse me, is going to be useful. I don't really care for leader lifespan right now. So, Bryson nitrate is a potent fertilizer that is used all over the galaxy. Only 50 tons of the material can be used to fertilize an entire continent. I mean, technically that depends on the size of the continent, does it not? But yeah, let's go ahead and research that. It's going to take 53 months, so it's going to be a long, long wait, but it's going to be well worth it. You might be hearing my dog snoring in the background. Not sure if I want to save up minerals to upgrade this to make sure we go under our limit, because we do still have we are still slightly over the limit. You know what, we'll live actually. So let's go ahead and what do I want more of right now? I kind of want society research, so let's go ahead and send you there. I meant to go and send you back home to upgrade so you could get the better lab for the slight increase to survey speed. It's a bit of a fail on my part there. Let's actually get you a better engine as well. And screw it, we'll get you some better sensors as well, since you're going out. It's a little bit helpful if you're not going, if you're able to avoid being attacked, if possible. Which is certainly possible. So, I'm going to tell you to stop. You continue surveying here. Once you're done surveying here, you go home. Oh, we gotta You guys are going to Wolf 359, so we're going to send our fleet to Wolf 359. We're not going to be able to beat them, though. God, I don't know why that's happening. I can only assume pressing F10 somehow did that, which is weird, because F10's the hotkey for ship designer. So, like, what the hell, game? Also, change of plans. You, construction ship, make your way to Cyrus. Where you'll be safe, relatively speaking. First fleet, hurry it up. You guys are taking a little bit too long. These guys, yeah, they're gonna go and blow up the stations that we didn't build. The Andorians built them, which is a shame, because now I'm gonna have to rebuild them. Oh, yeah, screw it. Spend the money. Do that. Get down there, deal with them. So the USS Philadelphia is moving in. Yep. That one's gonna have to get rebuilt by us, although I think we'll be fine. We still don't have shields, but we'll live. Our ships should be enough to completely wreck these guys. Just these two alone. Though the Philadelphia is taking a bit of a beating, a little more than I would like. But I don't think it'll get destroyed. Oh, and one of our governors, assume it's the one here on Lesabella, yep, got the environmental engineer, so good for her. What does environmental engineering do? Clear blocker cost and time. Okay, that's actually kind of helpful. Because you do have blockers there that you gotta clear. Yeah, you guys will be fine there. Although I am going to go and do one thing real quick. I'm going to lower the effect volume a little bit more. Still a little too loud for my tastes. I mean, the entire game volume is going to get lowered anyway in post, but again, it's a little bit too loud for my tastes. Come on. Okay, and you guys go home. Or in this case, home being Isabella. You, research, now. Okay, the USS Asimov is repairing. We met some Kappa aliens, apparently. It says we got them in the Sol system, which is BS, as far as I can tell. Okay, I could go and send you to do automatic exploration. I don't want you to do automatic exploration, though. I want you to go and actually survey specific places. You know what? Go ahead and survey Epsilon Arendi. I mean, they're crappy planets as far as I'm concerned, but they're planets nonetheless. We need planets. Oh, and you upgrade. You need to build... I want to build a frontier clinic. I kind of want to build it right here. It's not necessarily the best place, though, for it. So we're going to build a frontier clinic down on this tile once we have the money to do it. Or the, excuse me, not money, the minerals to do it. And I'm actually going to kick the game up to 3 speed. Okay, we can get a tradition. So, we can get decreased building costs or upkeep costs on ships or buildings. So our ships cost what maintenance? What I want actual maintenance cost, if you don't mind, game. Of course, you don't list that here because that's information that would be relevant. Here we go. Let's see, 3.5 and 2.3. Actually, you know what? There's a better split to figure out roughly what's taking up the most. So, ship maintenance takes up the most. Specifically the destroyers. I'm not surprised. They are fairly expensive altogether. Now, sadly, this cost here only is energy credits. It doesn't tell me the cost specifically in yeah. Here, it doesn't give you mineral costs. So I can only figure out, well, yeah, buildings only ever cost energy credits, so I could, in theory, get myself, what, like an extra point something for minerals a month. It's not really a whole lot for ship maintenance in terms of minerals. The bulk I would get back would be in the form of energy credits. But decreasing building costs altogether is kind of helpful. And I don't really mind going for expansion, but I'd rather finish off this current one. But expansion is helpful. Specifically this one, the courier network. Makes it to where the number of colonies doesn't affect tradition cost as much. Especially since I don't have any buildings really generating tradition for us right now. Although pursuit of profit would be helpful. Because that makes it to where Power Hub and Power Hub 2 produce 2 Unity as well. Though I don't think we have any Power Hubs built anywhere. I don't even think we have them researched, to be honest. Actually, I'm curious. Let me check on that. Do I actually have Power Hubs researched at all? No. So, yeah. That would also be helpful, though. Colonization fervor. Capital buildings also produce an additional Unity. You know what, though? I'm going to go with Fleet Logistic Corps. With ships often deployed across vast interstellar distances, a dedicated logistic corps is needed to make sure things run smoothly. Or is needed to make things run smoothly. So that gets us back a little bit in terms of energy credits. Not a whole lot. And a little bit in terms of minerals. Again, not a whole lot. So we met the Bolian League. These guys, I guess that was the Zeta aliens or whatever they were. Wolf 424 is getting a little bit too close to Andorian territory again. Not exactly fond of that. Okay, so greetings from the Bolian League. We are a democratic nation committed to upholding the individual freedoms of our citizens regardless of their species. Our elected leader, President Haruna Harada, hopes for a long and fruitful relationship with your people. So I'm going to say our citizens greet you in peace. Do not mind the fact that we have a couple of destroyers. It's because we had a bit of a pirate problem, and we still actually have a bit of a pirate problem. You want a non-aggression pact? Sure, I'll make a non-aggression pact with you. That way the Internal Prosperity Association gets a little bit less upset at me. Reminds me, do I have one with you? No, I have a defensive pact with you. I'd rather not have a defensive pact with you. Because, yeah, they want specifically non-aggression pacts. And okay, I got one with you, I got one with you. I don't think I have one with you, though. And I can't because you declared me a rival. God, you're superior in every way. I don't like that. You I can understand. Also, how are you? Do we still have ours? Yes, for quite a while. Ends in 2180, so we got quite a ways to go until that's over. Which is good news for me. Okay, so we've detected the presence of an alien civilization on Axanar. In the Epsilon Arendi system, they appear to be in the early space age, as evidenced by the many primitive satellites orbiting their homeworld. And by many, they mean one. Their nation-states are on the path towards joining together in a global government, and it's likely only a matter of time before they venture beyond their world and join the galactic community. Okay, and we completed the habitable survey thing, which is great. That's going to help us research advanced fertilization and cultivation techniques. And yet again, Mars is wasting its time because people are being born on Mars and then fleeing to La Isabella, which is kind of annoying. Build a frontier outpost there. Okay. I could get a better warp engine. I could also, however, get a flat 5% increased research speed for physics research. Both are helpful. This would get me extra power generation, which is useful, specifically because And then I get this extra damage due to excess power. I mean, our current power plant generates 360 for destroyers. The new one for destroyer, only 280. Is that right? Doesn't seem right. Seems weird that the Warp 5 engine generates more power than what should in theory be a better engine. Unless this is supposed to be... I don't know. That's a little bit weird, actually. Because you get the option to research the Warp 5 engine before you get the opportunity to research the Colectric Warp engine design. And this thing is, at least in terms of power generation, worse. I think across the board, honestly. You know, I'm going to go for the administrative virtual intelligence, because this I know is going to be useful. That other thing, a little interesting that it seems though it's not going to be useful. National Wealth Coalition. Yeah, you guys want me to have money in the bank. I'll have money in the bank eventually, probably. Okay, you guys finished that. Wonderful. Oh, yes, I researched some stuff here. And you guys want a security station now. And, oh no, you guys actually prefer science. Interesting. Okay, sure, we'll slap a science there. And I'll upgrade you. Also, yeah, crew quarters are useful. We can have the crew quarters. Anything else gets tossed, but crew quarters, yeah, we can keep those. I don't mind. Colony ships, I wouldn't mind getting you a Warp 5 engine so you're a little bit faster. Getting around. Yeah. We're going to give our colony ships the Warp 5 engine, just so that they're a little bit faster in getting around. Are you almost done? Yes, you're almost done. Aha, there's a continental world down there. Okay, Earth, get me a colony ship. I don't know if it's going to be the best planet, but we're going to go ahead and prepare to colonize it anyway. Terra Nova. Sure. We'll colonize Terra Nova. Down here in the... whatever. Whatever it's called. Some of these names I just can't really pronounce without butchering them all together. That should also extend our border down. Yes, wonderful, you're done. Science ship. I was about to send the construction ship to do survey. That doesn't really work, game. I know it doesn't work. Okay, met the new aliens and the Moo aliens. And, okay. Build me a research station around Wolf 4242A. And defensive pact between the Bolian League and the Andorians. It's a good thing I don't have a defensive pact with the Andorians, because the Bolian League is literally right next door. Pretty sure, like, literally right next door to the Romulans. There might be one person between them, but they're probably in a defensive pact anyway. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, so the Romulans are right here. They'll probably declare war on the Bolians in the near future. The Bolians will then proceed to drag in the Benzite and the Andorians. So, terrible idea to ever make a defensive pact with the Bolians. Found an anomaly? Sure. A small rectangular object on the surface of this moon is deflecting any or all scanning beams like a mirror. Our sensors are able to determine its material composition. You go ahead and do that. And I'll be ending... We didn't get too much done in this part, realistically speaking. But I'll be ending this part once we start the colonization of Terra Nova down there. Yeah, let's get the Mining Network 3. That's helpful. You know, it doesn't hurt to get more food. I'm gonna put you there. Don't know why it still gives us habitability, though. I thought that was changed. Yeah, I could have sworn that was changed when the latest expander DLC and whatnot came out. Power plant there. Oh yes, I forgot to go ahead and upgrade you guys. Okay, we met the Garidian Republic, who are right here. They are a vassal under the Romulan Star Empire. So we could learn much from each other, Garidians. And then we met the Romulan Star Empire. Attention, alien creatures. Unfortunately, I was chosen by Chairwoman Valderi to represent the Romulan Star Empire in all diplomatic dealings with your primitive civilization. We intend to unlock technologies your feeble minds cannot comprehend. Do not interfere. So they are authoritarian, xenophobe, and materialists. We greet you as equals, Star Travelers, despite the fact that we are by no means equal, as you can... Oh!
Perhaps they are not fools.
Oh, you guys aren't actually as deadly as you used to be. That, either you screwed up your research, or I did better at research, or the mod creators made some changes to you. Because you used to pretty much always be a flat, overwhelming, across the board when I would meet you. Now you're not. Now you're an overall superior, and literally the only thing you're superior at is tech level. Now, I could try and improve relations with the Romulan Star Empire here, if I really wanted to. Because look at all that sweet society tech that they have that I don't. I've got like nothing compared to what they have. And again, in theory I could do it. I would need to improve relations, which would be a real pain. I would have to declare the Bolian League a rival, which I don't really care to do. And then I would have to hope that through some luck and magic, they would come to like me. Is that going to happen? Probably not. So, yeah. Romulan Star Empire, we're not going to be getting any deals with them. Oh yes, Bolians. I didn't even check to see what you had. You got a lot of tech. Or engineering, specifically. You're probably not going to live too long, but here's some energy credits anyway. Because I can spare energy credits a lot more than I can spare minerals. And, okay. How far can I get this to go? Okay, I can only get a 10 a year for 100. I'll live. I'll live. I don't know why you're only at 95% trade willingness. You have the coalition builder personality, so it's a little bit weird. I assume you just don't like me as much as I thought you would. See, you're rivaling the Romulan Star Empire. You're doing it wrong. If you don't want the Romulans to kill you, you don't rival them. It's a simple concept, I would think. And I don't know if I have one with you, do I? I do, okay. And I do recall making one with you, yes. So we do have now a trade agreement with pretty much everyone we can. The only people we can't have a trade agreement with, or research agreement. Oh, well, actually, I could have one with you. That's actually nice. I mean, you guys aren't nearly as advanced as the Romulans, but you are there. And you're not being integrated as it stands right now, so I could try and snag a 10-year thing with you. So let's do that. Whoa, that's too much. At least 10 years. Okay, I guess we're only going to go with 10 years. That's fine. You're Democratic Crusaders, which is interesting. Yeah, you guys aren't going to make it very far. I just want you to know that. The Romulans are going to be integrating you in the very near future and probably enslaving your entire population. But, you know, that's not my problem. At least not right now. But hey, if you guys want to flee to United Earth afterwards, be my guest. I won't complain. Because I'm sure I could find a use for you guys. Because, I don't know, what are your traits? Like, your actual traits. Not these. Guess I'll have to go into species. So you guys are called Garidian. That's your species. So your traits are intelligent, wonderful, welcome to the party. Well, you could come to the party if you want. I don't expect you to, though. Oh, we found another alien mural. And we finished researching the fertilizer stuff. You know what, screw it, let's get the veteran array. Let's go ahead and just research it so I have it. I won't be actually building it for a long time because of the sheer cost of it. But we do have a research agreement now. Yeah, no, cancel. Research project, survey system. Is our colony ship done? No, not quite. It's almost. You don't have a job yet. Yes, because they're ran out of minerals. That's why you don't have a job yet. Huh. Let's see. I'm going to build a power plant here, I think. Because I need more power. You always need more power. I'm doing fine right now on minerals. 36 a month is actually pretty decent. But we're not really doing so well when it comes to energy credits. So let's go and build you a power plant there eventually. Say, okay, we've completed the Prime Minister's wish for research, or orbital research. Oh yes, go over there. How much? Oh, that's outside of our empire. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be outside the empire? Oh, here we go. Colony ship, the USS Sparta. Don't know if that's the best name for a colony ship, but so be it. We're going to go ahead and colonize Terra Nova. And we're going to build it right there. And yes, it is going to be called Terra Nova. I'm going to wait until you arrive and have started actually colonizing it. And then I'll be ending the part shortly thereafter. Okay, I am missing the technology to go any higher. See, I could build a spaceport around Mars, but there's no point. If I build a spaceport around Mars, I'm going to have to blow it up anyway. Specifically because of the demons within, or whatever it's called, something like that. So, yada yada, same stuff as the last time, so I'm not going to read it again. Construction ship. Yeah, that's still outside of our empire, sadly. Oh, I know. Go down there. Build mining down there. There goes the USS Sparta. Curie class. Still got the election running for like another month. You want star charts. You know what? Screw it. Share the star charts. And I kind of want the trade attractiveness, so let's go ahead and get that. There's no description for it right now. And I didn't read the description for the veteran array, did I? Oh, well, it doesn't actually have one in of itself. So the highly advanced and specialized veteran array, well, it does, but the technology itself doesn't. So the highly advanced and specialized veteran array can be used to divert comets from the solar orbit and force them to crash on Mars' polar ice cap. Because obviously, as it stands right now, Mars is listed as unterraformed Mars, which is why it's only a plus 50% habitability. We can terraform it using this. There we go. Mars terraforming site. I need to replace this with the veteran array, which again won't be doing because it's just too damn expensive. It's 25 energy credits a month to pay for. I mean, unless the the Vulcans are willing to pay that much, yeah, they're not. I'd have to somehow, like, persuade them. And the Andorians. Oh, the Andorians just say hell no to that altogether. What about you guys? Are you willing? You are willing. The most you would do is 11. So you would do 11. You guys would do 7. So that's only 18. I would still have to come up with a way to pay for the other portion myself, or find somebody else willing to pay it for me, which is unlikely to be the case. Yes. So I could get the Tellarites and the Vulcans to pay for about 18 a month of the cost. I still have to go and figure out the last little bit for myself. Well, I am going to get a little bit here from Cyrus. So that'll help a little bit. And once Terra Nova's ready, I think Groombridge 34 will be within our borders. So I might be able to actually do it. Be a bit of a tight schedule to do it. And I don't know how long it'll take. Okay, Omnicron aliens, you guys are probably... I don't know if you're the Bajorans. Or the Cardassians. I don't remember. Because that's the generic ship model, if I recall correctly. Or ship type, whatever. Yeah, ship model works. I believe this is the default. And I don't believe the Cardassians or the Bajorans have their own ship models. Though I do believe the Bajorans have their own space station. Oh, your new colony on Terra Nova is located very close to our border. You didn't complain when I built a frontier outpost. This colony is part of our future. It stays. Screw you guys. Oh my god, the Vulcans are going to beat the shit out of me. Oh well. It's not even that close to your borders. It's a hell of a lot closer to the Tellarites than it is to you. I don't even think my guys can... Well, I mean, we can jump to Epsilon Arendi, but again... I can jump from Epsilon Arendi, I think, from Alpha Centauri, so... Doesn't really say much, does it? You go there. Build a power plant there. Okay. Wonderful. And that's building me a little bit. And the Benzites just made a defensive pact with the Andorians. Oh. Do we know of anywhere that has the fertilizer stuff? Because, you know, the fertilizer is actually helpful. It would be helpful if we can find it. I get the feeling we don't know of anyone with it. Do you guys feel like sharing your star charts? Not quite. If I give you some mineral or some energy credits, you might. 16, sure. You guys don't know of anyone with it. I was about to click the declare war button on you guys. That's not what I want to do. This is... Oh, Trappist 1. That I don't know about. This is the Denoblians, I believe. I don't... That might be the Ferengi might be over... I know the Ferengi are in this direction, but I don't know if that's specifically the Ferengi or not. Andorians, do you want to share your star charts? You do. Hell, you would actually give me some stuff for it. So if you don't mind... I'll take some minerals off your hands. Doesn't need to be a whole lot, just something. Just sweeten the deal a little for me. You give me 51, that's good enough for me. Really? You don't know about this space over here. You gave me one planet. And apparently... No, this is within the Tellarite borders. The Tellarites clearly must have a space station built there, but for some reason, they didn't tell me about that. Bolians, do you want to share your star charts? I know I said no to you before. But let's go ahead and share. You don't know much either, of course not. I really shouldn't be too surprised with that, I suppose. Ooh, that's a nice little continental world. Not the greatest, but it's something. Not a great pact between the Vulcans and the Benzite. Vulcans better not be thinking of a war with me. I know you like me. But that's not really enough to stop the game from wanting you to declare war. Really? Vulcan? Really? You're gonna give the Garridian Republic Trillium D for literally nothing. You're giving it to the Andorians as well for literally nothing. Okay, you guys aren't really the brightest, I think, when it comes to some of this stuff. So Terra Nova has low gravity. So ships, or not ships, but buildings cost less to build. Are you guys almost done? Yes, there you go. You're almost done. Cyrus. You got a glacial world. The Benzite want a migration agreement. Sure. We don't have any non-humans inside of our thing here, which is a little bit interesting. Your planet is marshlands. In theory, your people should be fine here. Yours is savanna, so not as much. You're an arid, so again, not as much. You guys are glacial or something. Arctic, yes. Not as much. You guys are also marshland, so you probably wouldn't mind too much. The Romulans wouldn't mind. If it was actually possible to make a migration treaty with the Romulans, they wouldn't mind as much. They would actually possibly come here. But that's probably not the best idea. Romulans aren't exactly the friendliest people. Out of curiosity, what are their traits, though, specifically? They're natural physicists. I believe the Vulcans have that trait as well. No, the Vulcans aren't just intelligent. And you're decadent. That's your problem. It's a bit of a problem for me as well, because I'm not able to enslave people. So if you came to my place, to my planet, you would instantly have a permanent minus 10% happiness, because I would never have slaves. Okay, so Terra Nova is going. It's got about a year and 8 months or so. Can't really see the entire time. I can just see that it looks like it's February 2171. So that's going to be it for this part. Started our 3rd colony. I mean, technically it's sort of our 4th, but I'm not really counting Mars because we started with that. So as far as I'm concerned, it's our 3rd colony. Well, I guess technically 2nd colony, if you really wanted to just say that. Colonies are only what you yourself make after the start of the game. So yeah, in that case, it's actually only our 2nd colony. 3rd if you count Mars. I don't want to count Mars, so yeah. It's our 2nd colony, Terra Nova, 4th planet, but 2nd colony, as far as I'm concerned. Vulcans got a bit upset, but they'll live. I'm sure of that. And we met the Romulans. And they're not exactly happy with us. They're never happy. They're always upset. So, we'll have to live with that. Let's see. Did I research anything that requires me to do any upgrades? I don't think so. Because, yeah, I don't have... Oh, wait. The game... Yeah, you know, there's no reason not to go and make these guys advanced tactical destroyers. So let's go ahead and do that. So, some armor plating, auxiliary power banks for plus 13% weapon. Wow. It's actually a decent upgraded weapon damage. Yeah, the patrol frigates can't get any upgrades, though. And no, we don't have any upgrades to the front of the ship. Or, well, sort of the primary section of the ship. So let's go ahead and actually upgrade you guys real quick, and then I'll end the part. That's a little expensive, though I guess that makes sense. It's a fairly substantial upgrade, really. So you're at 374 right now. I'm curious what you're going to be afterwards. Oh, we met the Tamarian Union. These guys. We greet you as equals. So, still 374. No real substantial change in military power. The individual ships might have changed a little bit, but yeah, not a substantial amount in change. God, those are expensive now. Oh my god, almost 1,000. They would be 1,000 if we didn't have our bonus that decreased ship construction costs. Yeah, they'd be 1,100 without these standard construction templates. That's, oh boy, that's expensive. Finishing this decreases terraforming costs, which we actually could terraform some planets eventually. If there's any half-decent planets, at least. I don't think there are really any half-decent planets right now that we know of. Well, I guess you could be worth it. That requires us to get terrestrial sculpting, which we don't have yet. And I think that's going to be a late-game tech for us. So, we won't be getting that anytime soon. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end this part here. We've upgraded our ships, we've met some people, we've started another colony, and oh yeah, there's the Denoblian Unity. They are a member of the Golden Concord alongside the Tellarites. You guys got any research? You do. Let's go ahead and share. Because Denoblians sharing is always nice. You really want energy credits, huh? You really want energy. Oh my god. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're maxed out on energy credits. Yeah, I think you're maxed out on energy credits because you don't mind taking some minerals, but energy credits. You say, nah, our bank's full. So I'll go ahead and take this. Let's go ahead and get that. So a little bit of stuff. Do you guys want migration treaty? No, not quite. Maybe next part. What are your traits, though, out of curiosity? Denoblians. There we go. You are quick learners, charismatic, natural sociologists. I guess that kind of makes sense. Slow breeders, though. That explains why there's only 7 of you in your entire species. Of course, also probably doesn't... No, there's apparently 6 of you here. Okay. I guess 6 fully grown, 7 if you don't count fully grown. Why are they all so upset? Because they're starving to death. Okay, Denoblians, I got a little something for you. You guys seem to be hurting a little bit on that, so I don't mind giving you 4 of those if you give me energy credits. Of course, you're not going to give me any energy credits. Okay. Maybe next time. I'll deal with you guys next time. I'll just make sure to write a note that the Denoblians are starving to death because somebody screwed up building hydroponics farms or lack thereof. So yeah, okay. I will see you guys in the next part, but until then, a goodbye and farewell.